Great, cooking time. How's it looking?
Am I gonna be okay?
What's wrong?
Yeah. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What's wrong? What happened?
Right now, if you want to transfer a human heart, you have two options. You can either buy a $40,000 perfusion machine, which most local hospitals simply can't afford, or you can use the industry standard, a $20 red plastic cooler filled with gas station ice. There's no middle ground, and because of that, 1 in 5 donated organs get thrown away because of damage during transit. That's 12,000 lives lost every year just because of logistic fails. That is when we come in. BioBreeze is the solution. We're building an intelligent active transfer unit that bridges the gap between the luxury machines and the cheap plastic box. We are targeting the thousands of smaller hospitals that need a high-end protection on a budget. We aren't just making better care, we're fixing a broken supply chain to save lives. The necessity of the ArcticVault system is backed by the ischemic clock, the period during which an organ is deprived of oxygenated blood. Currently, 20% of recovered organs are thrown out because of transport flaws. That's 12,000 lives lost to a lack of data. Our technology is specifically engineered to reduce these failures by 30% through environmental mastership. By maintaining a perfect 4-degree window and neutralizing kinetic shock, we prevent the onset of cell death in the donor tissue. Most importantly, we have designed it to be affordable. By using solid-state hardware and a scalable AI stack, we are improving transplant safety, ensuring that local hospitals have access to the same gold standard protection as other medical centers.
So how do we fix this? It starts with a build. The biggest problem with current coolers is when an ambulance hits a pothole, the organ feels the impact. To stop that, we designed the BioBreeze chassis with specialized kinematic stabilization system. Think of it like a gimbal used for a camera, but for a heart. We use high torque servos and gyroscope sensors that react instantly to movement. Whether the ambulance is swerving through traffic or a helicopter banks sharply, the inner chamber stays perfectly leveled. We modeled the outer shell using impact-resistant thermoplastics, basically the same stuff used in safety helmets. We moved away from the idea of a simple box and built a mobile, protected environment that fights against G-forces.
My job was the environment. The issue with ice is simple. It melts. As it melts, the temperature spikes and the water can actually contaminate the organ. We ditched the ice completely. The BioBreeze uses solid-state electronic cooling. We use Peltier plates to actively pull heat out of the chamber, acting like a miniature, high-precision air conditioner. To control this, we wrote a PIDH algorithm, which is basically a smart thermostat. It checks the internal temperature 50 times a second and makes tiny adjustments to the power. This lets us keep an organ at exactly 4 degrees Celsius with almost zero variance. We power this with a high-density lithium-ion battery pack, giving us 12 hours of runtime, so even if the transport gets stuck in traffic, the organ stays safe.
And we decided to test the temperature 2 hours later. Even though these coolers are heavily insulated, they could not meet the requirements needed to support the heart during transit.
Most coolers are black boxes. You don't really know what's happening inside, but our system is different. We have humidity, temperature, and shock absorbing sensors that all measure in real time. If there's a traffic delay, our AI calculates the remaining battery life and tells the people on board how much time they have before the organ's at risk.
The AI uses a multivariate time series model built on a current neural network. It uses LSTM and GRU layers to predict future temperature changes and heart condition risks. It does this by taking continuous sensor data such as current temperature, humidity, time, and how quickly these values are changing. It then groups them into short sequences so the model can see how the conditions evolve rather than viewing each reading in isolation. Recurrent neural networks are well suited for this task because they're designed to recognize patterns over time and remember important past information that influences future outcomes. By learning the relationship between recent environmental trends and later conditions, the model can forecast whether the heart will remain safe or move towards terminal stress. This architecture allows the system to move beyond simple threshold monitoring and instead provide predictive, forward-looking insights in a clear and reliable way.
I should have used ArcticVault.